doors from Kendra's aluminum products. Two spaces have now become one smooth flowing space with a simple flick of a handle. Blur the line. Today and ask about our bifold patio doors, another quality product from Kendra's Aluminum. Kendra's aluminum products exports to all islands in the Caribbean region. Call our export team today for assistance. Kendra's Aluminum Products Limited, a tradition of excellence.
Winning the lotto jackpot? Well, there is an easy way. Combo Play. Choose 4 numbers from 1 to 36. That's a combo 4 at a cost of $64. Match any 4 of the 5 numbers and win the lotto jackpot. There's Combo 6, where you purchase 6 numbers for only $12. Match any 5 of the 6 lotto numbers and hit the jackpot. How about Combo 7? That's a purchase of 7 lotto numbers for $42. Match any 5 of the 7 numbers and you will win the jackpot. There are also Combo 3, Combo 8, and Combo 9 lotto plays. Visit the NLA headquarters in Pauls Avenue or WhatsApp 495-6886 for more details. Lotto, you have to be in it to win it.
Tourism has many benefits to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It creates growth and a boost in economic activities, infrastructure development, job creation, entrepreneurship, and is a source of foreign exchange earnings. Supermarkets and vendors, bars, restaurants, taxis, tour guides, hotels, service providers, and many more all benefit directly from income gained through the tourism industry. Taxes collected from yachties and cruise ship passengers help St. Vincent's economy and its growth. Tourism is everyone's business. Live it, love it, embrace it.
Tourism is everyone's business. Live it. Love
Independence, Sunday, October 29th. All roads lead to Rawako for the biggest gospel show to ever come to the shores of SVG. As New Life Promotion and Andros Bascom, in association with Digicel, Vitamalt, Frosty Dream, and Ministry of Tourism and Culture, presents SVG Independence Gospel Explosion, featuring the Queen of Gospel, Vincy International Gospel Sensation, Bridget Blucher. Bridget Blucher. This is going to be one powerful event. Sunday, October 29th. Rawako is about to come alive. SVG Independence Gospel Explosion is brought to you by New Life Promotion and Andros Bascom.
Play for and win even more. Mashing the lottery has more cash in store. 4 numbers from 0 to 9. In 5 grand with $1 in line. Base 4 and back it's up 2. There'll be lots of cash waiting for you. Choose for Monday to Saturday. Go get your tickets, it's so easy to play. When you play for, you win even more.
Dr. Santiago Orthopedics and Traumatology Center in Capital City, Kingstown, specializing in bone, joints, ligaments, tendons, and muscle health. We offer PRP treatment, which supports wound healing in the joints, epidural treatment for lower back pain, hyaluronic acid treatment for knee pain, and much more. We also do minor surgeries and offer X-ray, physiotherapy, abdominal, joint and pregnancy ultrasounds, cast and cast removal services. We are located at the junction of Level Gardens, opposite the Girls Guide headquarters. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and on Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. We also do home visits, and our services are also extended to the Grenadines in Beckway every Saturday at Dr. Lugo's Clinic. Visit, call, or WhatsApp 530-7866 for Dr. Santiago Orthopedics and Traumatology Center, where preventing disease, relieving suffering, and healing the sick is our priority.
Morning time, it is some 22 minutes before the 8 o'clock lovely sun-filled Monday morning here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Good morning to one and all yet again. But it's that time for us to share the morning with you. Interactive time here on the Star as we step into the morning scoop. As always, giving you the opportunity to talk about issues concerning us here in SVG. Lady Anthony, Denny, that's me, and the brother, Sion Marshall. Good morning. How are you doing? Hold on. Hold. Good, Mike up. Good. Okay, right, nice. Nice. Good morning. It's a beautiful. It's a beautiful Monday morning wherever you are. If you're on the road,
and it's not Friday right now, so it's supposed to be coming in smoothly. No traffic jams anywhere.
Very smoothly.
You're not backed up all the way out to Prospect. You know, and listen, that created some real annoyance for motorists. But hey, you know, I mean, sometimes some inconvenience must be met. You know, so we had.
I wasn't there, but based on what I heard, it was too much. It was just too much.
Listen, one good friend of mine told me that to drop their daughter to school on the tarmac at one of the schools there from around Prospect area, it took them about an hour and 50 minutes.
50?
Yes.
Almost 2 hours?
They left home at about 20:07 and got there at 9:10.
Wow.
So it was quite an inconvenience.
Yeah.
But of course, my partner Danny Collins post, do it again, police, because some man hear about it and turn back when they were license and insurance. so what are you gonna do? But what are the things I am saying? And this is all good morning. I'm still saying good morning, right? Is that they need to do it more consistently throughout the day as well, not just come and create the inconvenience at 7 o'clock, at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, and then go back into the police station, but be vigilant beyond the road. Make sure that our motorists are adhering to the rules and laws, even on weekends. Yesterday, I'm at the Joshua Center, and a vehicle just very nonchalantly enters the exit. Enters where you exit at close to the gas station with two big noise. This is about 11 o'clock in the morning, and just casually drove through there. You know, and I thought, wow, people still doing that. You know what I mean? But just try and do some vigilance, you know, throughout the day as well. Let me say good morning to Val. Well, let me big up the people on the live who say good morning. So let's see. It's Val, it's Evelyn, Jardine, it's Fikato, it's Polly, Kojo, Pamela, Ulrika, Rochelle, Joselle. Good day, all those of you who said good morning, and the rest of you who are there as well and haven't said anything. Good day to you. Denny, I came in and I heard you playing a really nice groovy song from Sarah. Sarah has some good music. I never heard that song before.
Sarah Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know Sarah personally, because she's the daughter of Annette Mark, the former ED of Invest SVG, and every now and again I go to Gate 3 and I get a good smile and I go, hi Sarah, for so long. Yeah. So Sarah, my friend, and really nice groovy song. I never heard it before. Then we followed up with a James EP, again a song I never heard. Really, really nice and groovy. We have real good music, and we're playing local music for this Independence Month. So we're going local. Right. But over the weekend and this morning, I woke up with a song. I just woke up with this song in my head. I kid you not. I don't know where it came from. I woke up with this song in my head, and I want you to play it for me, please, because it's Independence Month. And Papa mana, Papa. I'm telling you, I woke up with this song.
Enough to be proud of.
Enough to be proud of. I kid you not. I woke up with this. I'm like, where that song come from? Where that song come from? But look, we have enough to be proud of, Vincent. I don't mind that the big light tour continues from New York to Canada. Morning, Tika. The big light tour continues.
BIT? A bit? That's a little bit?
BLT. Oh. BLT. Big light tour.
No, don't say that. Because they have BLT sandwiches.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Big LT. The big light tour continues. The gentleman, well, the leader of the opposition goes to Canada and repeats the same lie to a new audience. But I just want us to reflect on this from Sule this morning. And listen, Vincent, wherever you are, remember, we have enough to be proud of.
This beautiful nation and the pillars it's on, built on a foundation that's firm and strong. Ancestral heritage of courage, pride, and bravery. Gaibona struggle to the last, to to prevent slavery. Chatouille, fight with them. Chatouille, give them plenty problem. Our sovereignty, our dignity, our honor, we defend. Protect our birthright to the end. We got none to be proud of. Yes, make up your chest. The way Chatouille get slave drivers away from this country. He was the best. I know we inherit his patriotic spirit. So time to express it now. Proud to be Vinci. Proud of you, Romy. Express it now. Throughout the Caribbean and in foreign region, we make contributions that's second to none. Performing brilliantly in sports and in art history. We produce Pamela Strong, Misty, McLean and Comfy, the McIntosh brothers them. And Donald Boy, Beckett Ezra, Hendrickson, the professor, Sheikh Intani, they gone, let's honor them. Preserve their memories through our children. We got none to be proud of. Yes, make up your chest. The way Chatouille get slave drivers away from this country. He was the best. I know we inherit his patriotic spirit. So time to express it now. Proud to be Vinci. Proud of you, Romy. Express it now. The black and golden sands, the Grenadines Islands, the lost vegetation breeds relaxation. Lots of breath away with explosive majesty. The Tobago Keys, the Betamizes, tranquility, the botanical garden. Port Charlotte, piles of balance. If scenery was currency, we would have trillions to spend. Every visitor must come again. We have none to be proud of. Yes, make up your chest. The way Chatouille got slave drivers away from this country. He was
Yeah, that's the brother, Glenroy Caesar the Sule. Proud to be Vince. Enough to be proud
Yeah,
of,
man,
right?
enough to be proud of.
Yeah, man.
And I want us to keep that patriotic spirit, that pride of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, that pride of place, understanding that this country is ours. It doesn't belong to. We have to own it. Is the point I'm making. And so whenever you travel and you say you're from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, there has to be an element of pride that comes with that. You can't pull it down and mash it up, produce it across the wall, post rubbish about it, and then say you're proud Vincentian. And when you look at our accomplishments, there's a theme that has been, I think, growing more popular recently. I remember going to the funeral service of Mrs. Zadaway in Chateaubriand, and during the eulogy, her son, who was a teacher, a retired teacher, Cleve, was making the point that he believed that if the opportunities that we have today were available back then, that Mrs. Zadaway would have excelled. Just last evening, I was at a memorial service celebrating the life of an aunt of mine who died 10 years ago. Her children, my cousins, planned a very classy service, memorial service for the parents, because both the parents died, but the mom was my aunt. When my aunt died in 2013, I was buried in October of 2013. I was in Azerbaijan studying. I had just gone back to school, so I couldn't be here for the funeral. My mother spoke, 87 years old. She read, and Pastor Cecil Richards, who was officiating, said, very, very eloquent. My mother got to what would have been the class standard 7, senior 2, or thereabout. That was it. My aunt who died had passed common entrance, but didn't go on to secondary school. But she died running one of the biggest businesses in Chateaubriand. And again, the theme was coming out. Had these individuals, my mom, her sister, and many others like them, Denny, all your mom and so forth, had the opportunity, universal access to secondary education, making sure that no one is left behind, making sure that money ain't no issue because food is cool. We take things for granted, There's breakfast in school, there's lunch in school. And this is even before the Zero Hunger Trust Fund, right? The school feeding program started even under the NDP. Yes, but we've improved it significantly. The meals that they get now, nutritious meal, balanced meals, and so forth. Yeah, had they had those chances, support for secondary school, even the Taiwanese and so on assisting students to go to secondary school, had our parents of that generation had the opportunity that we have now. In other words, Cleve didn't say it. Cecil Richards didn't say it last night, but I say it today. In other words, had the education revolution been around in their time, they would have excelled. They would have all excelled. And so when you look at the strides that St. Vincent and the Grenadines has made over the years, you must admit that we have a lot to be proud of, and we cannot allow anybody to come with nonsense, to come with lies, to come with pull down because of a political agenda and try to sway we. Now, the big lie tour continues across North America, from the US to Canada. The opposition leader repeated a number of lies about the YES program, and we played them last week. And certainly somebody must have said to him, you're wrong. It's either that or they're setting him up to fail, Denny. So they're giving him false information, misleading information, so he can look bad. But he doubles down on the lie and continues to speak about the YES program. And the 6 or 7 people who were there, and you would figure it out based on the applause, then you can play the clip for you. The 6 or 7 people who were there applauding, that was even a more sad reality because they applauded. Let's hear this clip from the Big Lie Tour. This edition of the Big Lie Tour is in Canada. This is over the weekend, and this is the leader of the opposition speaking.
What I have said, and you heard my colleague mention it, is that we make a pledge to the young people that by the end of a first term of an NDP government, you would be either in a job or you have the opportunity to enter into a training program that will lead to a job, or if you have done that already, that will create internships with the public and the private sector to give you an opportunity to get a job, at least on a temporary basis.
How many hands are somebody then? It was 7, 6?
Right now,
play
the
that
government has a
ready
program
clap.
they call it-
I want the people listening. I want the people listening to hear the extent of the applause. Right? You hear the, I mean, I don't know if that's someone like 6, 7, maybe 8 people clapping, but play it again.
What I have said, and you heard my colleague mention it, is that we make a pledge to the young people that by the end of a first term of an NDP government, you would be either in a job or you have the opportunity to enter into a training program that will lead to a job, or if you have done that already, that will create internships with the public and the private sector to give you an opportunity to get a job, at least on a temporary basis.
1, 2, 3, or 6.
Right now, the government has a program they call the YES program, which is usually done in the public service. And young people, they're given a job, $650, they can even pay transportation costs and buy lunch and so forth and that. And very often they go to the offices and they don't have much to do. We say to expand it to the private sector. And government will pay its share and the private sector will pay its half share. And you make it for 1 year at least, somebody has something to put on the resume. And if you're working in a private entity, you know they're going to make you work. They will give you real experience. You will have something that you know that you could fall back on, or you could present to a potential employer to get a permanent job. That is why I call this, it's a partnership for jobs between the state and the public sector, and intended to benefit the young people, so that when they now are confronted with a situation where they can't find a job and they're sitting at home and the grandparents and the parents are getting worried and they're tempted to do unsavory things in order to make ends meet. Now we have a structure within government who says it is my responsibility as well to assist you to find your way, not just in school, but also in the world of work. That does not exist now in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Wow.
And we will create that.
That what? Does not exist now?
No, my mic in the yard. My mic down? The yard? Okay.
Microphone is on.
Yeah, me arm is my phone. So here are the sad things about this, Demi. The sad truths about this. One, Dr. Friday seems to be convinced that if you repeat a lie often enough, it will become truth. So he said it in the US. He probably said it at the youth pledge. He's saying it again in Canada. So he's going to repeat it constantly. Eventually, it becomes truth. That's one of the first principles of the big lie. Repeat the lie, repeat the lie, repeat the lie. Eventually, it sticks. But what I find even more regrettable is the fact that the individuals in the audience, the 6 or 7 of them who clapping there, don't know better. What are they listening to? What is the source of the information? Dr. Friday and his NDP is so convinced that because their supporters are listening in the cocoon to themselves, in the echo chamber, that they do not know really what is going on in the real world of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And so, because they do not know, they can tell them any lie and get away with it. And so, that's lying in action. That's lying in action. Tell the people anything, say anything, and they applaud a lie. Now, first of all, let me read something for you. about the United Nations. Now, the United Nations budget does be all $3 billion US dollars. Billion with a B, right? It's about 8 billion EC dollars. Okay? For 1 year. And they also have internship program. Right? Now, they publicize the internship program and people breaking down the door to get into these internship programs. But they warn you. They say, keep in mind, one, duration. The internship program lasts for at least 2 months and can be as long as 6 months or is a year. The internship, the YES program and the SET program, they're both 1 year in duration. The on-site program is the 6 months program. But a lot, what I've heard with the first batch is that when it should have been completed in August or thereabout, August or September, it has been extended until December. So the individuals who should have had the training for 6 months are actually going to have 9 month internship training period. So the first bit of misinformation willfully peddled to his audience is that the YES program is for 6 months. It is not. It is a 1 year program. We're reading the UN's internship program is 2 months to 6 months. Secondly, keep in mind, go on the UN website, just Google, type in UN internships paid. Just type it in and Google, and it'll take you straight to the UN website. It says, United Nations interns are not paid. All costs related to travel, insurance, accommodation, and living expenses must be borne by either the interns or their sponsoring institution. Now, let me explain something to you with the United Nations internships that are not paid. The United Nations offices all across the world, Canada, the US, in different places in Europe, France, Geneva, Germany, and Japan, and all over the world. They have different offices, different agencies, and so on. And young professionals, university graduates, and so on, decide, I want to do a 2 months internship, or I want to do a 6 months internship, or what have you, with the UN. So they apply. So let me use my own daughter for an example, Sarah is from St. Vincent and Grenadines. She lives here. If Sarah wants to go to a UN internship in New York, or at ICAO or any of the agencies in Canada, UNEP or what have you, I have to find Sarah a ticket to go and come. If there's a visa, I have to make sure I have to pay for her to go, whether it's Trinidad or America, to get the US visa. I had to make sure find a place for her to stay. Well, if she go Montreal, thank God Gemma did this, so she will live by Gemma. But I can't send she by Gemma and expect Gemma to pay she transportation and feed she. So I just spend she money. If it is not if it's Germany, well, yeah, but Uncle Richard did it, so I go there too. But if she want to go France or Geneva, I got for the rent. I got for the transportation. And this is the largest international organization in the world saying, if you are in town with me, I will take you, but all the costs are yours. I got to say cold up there. I go buy her jacket. She used to live in New York, so she has some winter clothes. All the costs are yours. Dr. Friday says, for a young person just leaving school on an internship program, a training and experience program that you go in, learn. Is it $6.59 enough? You can have transportation and buy lunch. Where you coming from? Barbados? Where you coming from? What is he encouraging our young people? Come to every day and buy Subway? Or go flow? And drink wine? There are professionals today in the workplaces get up and pack their food to come to work. You tell an intern to buy lunch? You tell an intern to buy lunch? Buy lunch is why some people are broken. Because they want to come down every day. I'm talking about working people, not interns. They want to buy breakfast and buy lunch and buy snack. And those things aren't cheap. Those things aren't cheap. So don't be telling me about buy lunch. The stipend, you get up, you pack your food, you pay your passage. And the truth is, because the big lie has to continue, the interns usually work within their locales. So somebody from Fancy is not going to be on the YES program in Tongue or in Calico or in Prospect. Somebody from Fancy will be on the YES program in Fancy. Maybe Owia, Orange Hill, but in the area. Somebody from the Kingston area, their YES program internship will be in the Kingston area. Because you register for the YES program based on where you live. And so places are found for you as much as possible, as best as possible, where you live. So what kind of transportation are you talking about? Okay, thank you for that. He said she's taking lunch every single day. Eh? Because lunch don't 225 dollars. Exactly. Exactly. Why do you think a lot of individuals globally are suffering from obesity and so on? Because when you're buying lunch on a regular basis, it is difficult for you to buy a nutritious lunch because it's expensive. So you buy the cheapest thing. So watch me. You see those Chinese restaurants in New York and so on? They sell plenty of food. You could get $10 food in the Chinese restaurant. But it's not a balanced, nutritious meal. It's full of starch, rice, and so forth. Or there are these places in Manhattan where you have 99 cents pizza. You pick up 2 slices and a Coke. That's not a nutritious meal. So buy your lunch. Cook your lunch, prepare your lunch and work with it. But generally speaking, the issue of transportation, as addressed by Dr. Friday in his Big Lie Tour, is really a non-issue because the interns on the YES program, on the SEP program, and even on the on-site program, on-site may be a bit more challenging. Because if, for example, you're doing something in the hotel industry and you're from Chateaubriand or Spring Village, you may be coming to Kingston for that internship. And if that is the case, it is in your interest to find a family member or something, make arrangements to be close to Kingston. But he addresses the transportation issue incorrectly. The stipend is exactly that. It's not a salary, it's a stipend. He says there's no work for them to do in the government service. That is absolutely not true. Interns in the government service work. They work. They work sometimes even as much as the public servants because you give them things to do to keep them occupied. It wouldn't be at the same level, but you're training them. And that's why some of them are kept in the public service afterwards. And finally, it does expand. It does involve, it does include the private sector. Now, how many times are we going to have to say this? How many times are we going to have to beat back the lies on the Big Lie Tour? But it continues. It continues. And oh, you gotta wait until the end of the 5 years for that to happen, eh? By the end of the 5 years. Now, the ULP had said by the end of the 5 years, you're gonna build at least 500 houses. This guarantee, we don't know when it's kicking in. But the young people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines who leave secondary school generally go into the colleges and the training institutions. Generally. So this idea of trying to promise something that already exists and stating that it does not currently exist does not make it true. Then does the NLA partner with the government on its various programs?
Of course.
I know
Quite
visit.
a number.
I know Visitry had it turns down by Visitry.
Yes.
But he said that you're all involved. You're all involved. Who gives this guy information? Well, you know something. I noticed something, right? And I'll tell me if I'm wrong in saying so. You have your big lighto. And your newest and promising member, in my view, I could be wrong. Then you might think differently as well. Your newest and most promising member, the MP for East Kingstown, a man with years of experience in diplomacy and foreign policy, a man who says he's an economist and he worked in the Ministry of Finance. All of those wonderful things. He won his seat. You ain't carry him. You carry two losing candidates and an old man. You carry two losing candidates and an old man. So maybe one of his fits provide information. Oh, you want to carry me? Hey, go talk to Penis. Go look bad. Sorry, Fitz, I didn't mean that. But clearly, whoever is providing him with the information, setting him up, that person is going to come sometime and say, this man is not fit to be a leader. Look at the nonsense he's talking. Listen to him. And gone New York and Canada and talking XYZ program, and they walk. And he'd be sitting there astonished because, but is you who prepared the thing for me? Is you prepared the talking points? You were the one who came and said that you're talking to Granny and this and that. So Granny couldn't tell you that she grandchild has been on the YES program for a year? Yeah? Your granny couldn't tell you that? One of the things about this government is that it is an equal opportunity government. And I could go almost anywhere across with the YES interns and show you people who do not and whose family do not support the ULP who are on the YES program, the SET program, and the on-site program. It's a small country, we know. People are still playing that. But they are on the programs and they're doing well and they're getting the training and they're getting the stipend. And some of them will be kept wherever they're placed. I know of institutions right now where on-site is concerned who are offering to keep. One young lady told me, Danny, that where she is, they want to keep her. But what they're offering is less than she's getting right now on the on-site program. Yeah.
Have a call. Let's go to the lines. Call the line. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Comrade.
Morning.
Morning, Uncle Sam.
And good morning. Well, you tried in on a line here this morning, and the same line you on this morning. Candyman on the same line this morning, I think. Candyman said he Friday speak something in America. And what he was saying there, person who write a speech give him, they should fire him. They should fire the person because the person know all those things in place already. And Friday trying to fool people. Because Bing was talking about gas price and what could be happen to that and so forth. So can the man tell him if it is possible, and it have to be so. It have to be so. So the conversation come up with Friday day, and Bing say, and Candyman say, Friday no. They ain't had no 6 months, it's a year. And it's trying to fool people. But Bing, and then Bing had to turn back and laugh at the idea. So the same ground you tried in Andy, the same ground Candyman was trying on this morning. Anyhow, let me say good morning to everybody, all our comrades, and every Vincentian. Also to my Prime Minister, Dr. Gonsalve, and my representative, Jimmy Prince. Let me say, and also to one special force, Mr. Bristol. So, good morning.
All right, buddy. Good morning to you too as well. We have to be very, very vigilant, and we can't back down. But one of the things I know for sure is seeing clips from both New York, from both editions of the Big Light Tour, is that really the meetings are empty.
Let's take a pen and take another one. Caller, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning,
Morning, Caddy.
Denny and Fian. Did has he mentioned about selling passports to these people up there too?
Nice.
You know?
You running from that.
Anyway, I didn't call for that. You know, I know we have a lot of comrades, very dedicated comrades, including myself and Vinci Poe and those people. But I just want to I want to point out two people. Augustine Ferdinand, the way he does on Facebook, how he doesn't matter, he can he get back to any one of them on Facebook and so on with answers. And then I'm coming now to the pit bull on radio. This lady is not, she don't care. She would call any one of these radio stations and take on any one of these people on the station. And I call her the ULP pit bull. And the reason I'm going all the way to say that, I just want to wish Lavon happy birthday. And I hope she enjoyed very much today. All right? She is the pit bull of the ULP as far as I'm concerned. Happy birthday, Lavon. All right, I'm gone.
Thank you, Caddy.
Thank you very much, Caddy. And Lavon does her thing in defending government of St. Vincent and Grenadines, and she does it with vigor and passion. Sometimes too much vigor and too much passion, but once she keeps it clean, once she keeps it, civil and so forth, we entertain her here. Although sometimes you get upset because the lengths and the levels, the people on the other side going, you wonder what's going on. But we got two wrongs don't make a right. Two wrongs don't make a right. Now, don't you find it interesting that there's a big light tour going on? There are issues internationally. There's the war in Ukraine. There is the fact that St. Vincent and Grenadines is the chair, the president pro tempore CELAC, and we're meeting with the African Union, we're meeting with the EU and so forth as a region, as a sub-region. You have the incursion, you have what's going on in the Middle East and its possibility and the possibility of its expansion. And limited Godwin, who seems only to jump on little commerce issues, has not addressed any of these things, Denny. He has not been able to bring to the audiences, however small, anything at all about his party's foreign policy. Foreign policy, as far as the NDP concerned, starts and ends with cutting ties with Taiwan, aligning with China so that they can sell some passports. That's it. There's no comment on what's happening in the Middle East right now. There's no comment on the role of CELAC. He did talk in one of his statements about the CARICOM Canada Summit and made some statements about representation. SVG will be represented. We have capable persons to represent us at any fora. And if you notice, when PM travels, he travels with who would be leadership and so forth, people who are being groomed to take over, not old men. You have a representative who could hardly find you in Parliament because he's always sick, but he could jump on plane. And all this about PM and PMH. Remember, it's always been the age discussion, you know. It's always been the age discussion. So he can't, he's small-minded, limited, can't address the big issues. I came on this program and addressed the issue of Israel and Palestine and Richard Carlin and so on. I addressed the issue on VFM on my commentary. Even before there was a statement, and there's a statement out last week, there was a statement from CARICOM. Because I know the government's policy, because the government has one. And I could tell you what the government's position would be even before, because I know the government's foreign policy. We have one.
Let's take another one. Another call. Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning. I'm not calling to discuss what your topic is. I don't do that kind of thing. What I have is a concern as a intention and as a person who see and look around. We are heading into the tourism season, and we say tourism is everybody's business. And something that has been very disturbing to my vision is just across it's Victoria Park, the Nichols building. Then there are two buildings that have been partially broken down, and they have become a dump site. And last tourist season, I witnessed tourists have to walk right there. All of us walk there, who are on foot walk there. And it's filthy, it's untidy, it's unsightly. And I've been calling, and I don't know who to address it. And I'm thinking, as we as a people, we should see this and know this shouldn't be happening. I don't know who dumped the stuff there, but if you were to walk past there, it doesn't look good. And we are going to bring hundreds of tourists heading to the gardens. And that's the road they take. And I'm thinking it's be addressed. I don't know if it's the public health should do it, but somebody should see this and know this doesn't look right in Kingstown, just apart from the hospital. And you're heading up there and you're seeing all this dirt in there, just next to the Nichols building, a good building, then these buildings that have been taken down, but dump size. And I think it should be addressed. Also, for a person who's looking around to see how, in the eyes of a tourist, I think we need some attraction around Kingstown. I'm looking at the Victoria Park building. I remember one time I saw tourists taking pictures off of it. And I'm saying, this place could have been properly decorated. Not all the slums, but there are some young people with very good talent coming out of college and things. And I'm thinking, we have, cultural stuff, historical stuff related to us in St. Vincent. If we could allow them, just give them the paint and let them decorate the park, make it look really nice. If you're standing across the gas station area and you look at it, to me, it doesn't look attractive at all. There are some old paintings on it, and I'm personally begging. I heard Mr. Dennis on there. That's the same area you venture in every day, sir. Could you look through the eyes of people seeing that building?
I'm happy that you brought it up because
redressing, addressing, and get a little facelift around that area. That is my take right now. I'm just that I should use this forum to vent and say, because we want to look good when people come in and see us. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks for your point. You mentioned the whole matter of the Victoria Park building. I don't know if you're referring specifically to the pavilions in the Victoria Park or buildings surrounding the Victoria Park. But specifically with regards to the Victoria Park, first and foremost, one has to commend the staff of the NLA who've done an excellent work on the aesthetics there at the Victoria Park. The pavilion, the outfield, the work there is just absolutely fantastic. I hear your point about the perimeter fencing, so to speak, of the Victoria Park. And just recently, as a matter of fact, there's some paintings were done there. And it is something that is ongoing. I agree with you that something should be done to make sure that the perimeter fencing looks good and it's appealing to visitors as they make their way up to the botanical gardens. But from time to time, there's a lot of work that is done in terms of cleaning, painting, things of the likes to ensure that the facility in itself looks good. So with regards to the building, I don't know specifically what building she's referring to, Sion.
I think based on what you said towards the end, I think she might mean about the perimeter.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, some paintings were done just this year. Yeah.
Some murals, as a matter of fact.
Yes, they were done just this year. And let me backtrack to what she has said, because again, I would say, like you said, the facility itself. If someone were to go inside, they would see a well-grassed facility and so forth, place that is well kept and so on. So, but the first issue that she addressed, and let me commend you, caller. But just to add that it ain't for tourists alone, and you made the point. What you're addressing are public health issues that are also relevant for us as Vincentians, because we walk past it, and I don't want us to clean up just because people coming in. You keep your place clean, right? Now, last week, I was in Clare Valley. I went down to watch football. Rain come and watch out the football and so on. And somebody came up to me and raised that same issue. You know the slot she's talking about, Danny? Where Daddy shop on the other building wall.
Okay.
That they broke down. And that people park sometimes.
Close to the hospital.
And somebody showed me things like old fridge and so on, old fridge that were dumped there.
Yeah.
Now, how do you dump something in the middle of Kingstown? That's essentially what it is. And the person saying, come on, Sian, man. You see, I don't know who we're talking about. You the Prime Minister, the press secretary, Prime Minister. So you have it there. Let Braxton just go, and that's the person's idea. Push off all them things, they dump them, and put some aggregate and so on and something, just So I see what the person is saying, and it's quite interesting that a few days after having that discussion with somebody else, that somebody's calling the program and pointing it out. It is an ISO, it is a public health issue, and it needs to be addressed, and it's right next to the hospital. It's right by the hospital. So I see you, caller. I hear you absolutely, and now that you've raised it, I would also do my part to see if I could, speak to one of the ministers or so on, Brax or so on, and see what can be done to address that, because you're absolutely right. It's starting to grow up as well. So shrubs, bushes are starting to grow up there. People are dumping things there. That's unsightly. It's unhealthy. Soon we're going to start our rats and all kind of thing, and we don't have a problem with rats in Kingstown. So I see you, I hear you, I commend you on your contribution this morning. With regards to the Victoria Park, work continues to be done. The facility is now in a much better position than it was a few years ago. But constantly being upgraded, the playing surface and all that stuff. Just now we're going to go inside it and do the Independence Parade and so forth. And you're going to see how, it ain't Alliance Arena or Camp Now or Stamford Bridge or Bonner, you understand? But so far it ain't too bad. I also agree with you that more attractions can be done. We're going to pick this up after the break because we are due for a break. Yesterday.
There's just one thing, and she mentioned about the lifting the aesthetics and possibly for tourists to come in and have a look as to what's taking place there. I don't know if I'm going to let the cat out of the bag, but I know the CDC has been working closely.
Careful if you let the cat out of the bag, because the cat might go in the rain.
Working closely with one of the tour companies to actually have, and the tourism authority to have visitors, tourists coming off the cruise lines to actually pass into the Victoria Park, go into entice, where they're having miniatures, costumes, and things carnival related. You can purchase Prince music and stuff like that.
Yes.
So that's in the pipeline.
Yeah.
Right?
T-shirt and thing and so on.
There you go. Memorabilia and that.
Yeah. Listen, just boss and print some T-shirt and carry them down entice so they could sell all the T-shirts.
We'll take a break.
Yeah.
On Friday, October 13th, there'll be thousands of dollars to be won. A lotto jackpot of $240,000. A new home, car, or that college education.
Lotto, you have to be in it to win it.
Next Lotto jackpot, $240,000. There'll be thousands of dollars to be won. A lotto jackpot of $245,000. A new home, car, or that college education.
Lotto, you have to be in it to win it.
Next Lotto jackpot, $245,000.
Out with the old, in with the new. In the past, you complained when we failed. We listened and went back to the drawing board. At last, a new, fresh beginning. A fresh face, a new product. International Standard Metals A792 presents Galvaloon, an aluminum roofing metal, branded best used for roofing material, tested and proven to be of superior quality. Get wider coverage for the best prices on the island. We offer a variety of colors, including zinc sheets. Also, take advantage of our unique roofing patterns, U-panel, industrial, and crimp Spanish style. Visit us at the Diamond Industrial Estate. Call us at 784-456-9900 or email bmlsvg@gmail.com. Galvaloon, a product of International Standard Metals.
Dream house, renovating or updating, we supply high-quality engineered hardwood flooring, luxury vinyl planks, and a wide assortment of stylish trims. We also supply wall and floor tiles and tiling-related products. How about your staircase? We have railings, posts, spigots in metal, stainless steel, wood, and glass to make your staircase a centerpiece. We offer personalized selection and shipping service from Canada to SVG. Contact Marlon on WhatsApp at 289-200-7649 or District Stairs on Facebook.
At the People's Pharmacy, we've put our mission at the center of our name. We are people-centered, and every day we renew this commitment to providing products and services that help our valued customers lead healthier and happy lives. The People's Pharmacy fills prescriptions promptly and accurately, and also offers a wide range of vitamins and supplements, plus generic medication for everything from an upset stomach to the common cold. We offer toiletries and baby care items, skincare and hair care items too. All that coupled with a friendly, knowledgeable, and efficient staff to ensure customer satisfaction every time we shop. The People's Pharmacy offers extended opening hours, 8 in the morning to 8 p.m., Mondays through Saturdays. For more information, give us a call at 456-1170. The People's Pharmacy. We go further to serve you better.
General Hardware still has the best prices on steel, lumber, and plywood. So go on, compare prices. And if by chance you find a better price, no stress. Just talk to the General, and they will beat that price plus give you special priority delivery. Yes, General Hardware offers free island-wide delivery on most purchases, so you never have to worry about getting your goods on site on time. Plus, shopping at General Hardware is a pleasant experience with friendly, knowledgeable staff always ready to serve. What more could you wish for, huh? So come to General Hardware for proper service, lowest prices, free delivery, and see why nobody beats the General. Nobody.
Sandra, where are you going in such a hurry?
Y'all, I have so much stuff I need to buy. I need to get to town fast. Plus, it's end of month.
But what you really need to buy, so?
Well, I need to look for a swimsuit for my pool party Sunday. I need to pick up my medication. And I need some nails to fix the door. And I have to get something to eat. Oh, yes. And I need to buy some grease and go bank to get some money for all that.
Cassandra, you can get all those things at the Joshua Center.
For true?
Yes, girl, everything.
The Joshua Center has everything for you, from clothes to decor, and even grab a drink and lunch too. It's all here just for you.
Class, beauty, elegance, and passion. Celebrating 10 years of international pageantry. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Miss Plus Size Universe International Pageant taking place on Friday, October 27, 2023 at the Porter's Estate in St. Vincent and the Grenadine. Showtime is at 8 p.m. sharp, and of course, you can get general tickets for $100, VIP tables for $250, and all red carpet segment for $300. See you on Friday, October the 27th, 2023 at the Porter's Estate. 8 p.m. sharp.
More reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game.
$260,000. That's the Super 6 jackpot for midday Tuesday, October 17th. It's $260,000.
More jackpot money. More reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game.
Idyllic view of the outside to the warmth and comfort of the inside. No more barriers to that perfect panoramic view, filling up the entire room with natural light and cool breezes, creating that seamless transition between here and there. Discover the beauty of our bifold patio doors from Kendra's aluminum products. Two spaces have now become one smooth flowing space with a simple flick of a handle. Blur the lines and make your sanctuary spectacular. Enjoy outdoor living from the inside out with a touch of modern elegance. Transform your living spaces. A room with a view now belongs to only you. Visit our showrooms today and ask about our bifold patio doors. Another quality product from Kendra's Aluminum. Kendra's aluminum products exports to all islands in the Caribbean region. Call our export team today for assistance. Kendra's Aluminum Products Limited, a tradition of excellence.
Winning the Lotto jackpot? Well, there is an easy way. Combo Play. Choose 4 numbers from 1 to 36. That's a combo 4 at a cost of $64. Match any 4 of the 5 numbers and win the Lotto jackpot. There's Combo 6, where you purchase 6 numbers for only $12. Match any 5 of the 6 Lotto numbers and hit the jackpot. How about Combo 7? That's a purchase of 7 Lotto numbers for $42. Match any 5 of the 7 numbers and you will win the jackpot. There are also Combo 3, Combo 8, and Combo 9 Lotto plays. Visit the NLA headquarters in Pauls Avenue or WhatsApp 495-6886 for more details. Lotto, you have to be in it to win it.
Tourism has many benefits to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It creates growth and a boost in economic activities, infrastructure development, job creation, entrepreneurship, and is a source of foreign exchange earnings. Supermarkets and vendors, bars, restaurants, taxis, tour guides, hotels, service providers, and many more all benefit directly from income gained through the tourism industry. Taxes collected from yachties and cruise ship passengers help St. Vincent's economy and its growth. Tourism is everyone's business. Live it, love it, embrace it.
Tourism is everyone's business. Live it,
Independence, Sunday, October 29th. All roads lead to Rawaku for the biggest gospel show to ever come to the shores of SVG. As New Life Promotion and Andros Bascom, in association with Digicel, Vitamalt, Frosty Dream, and Ministry of Tourism and Culture, presents SVG Independence Gospel Explosion, featuring the Queen of Gospel, Vincy International Gospel Sensation, Bridget Blucher. Bridget Blucher. This is going to be one powerful event. Sunday, October. Rawaku is about to come alive. SVG Independence Gospel Explosion is brought to you by New Life Promotion and Andros Bascom.
Play for and win even more. Mashing the lottery says more cash in store. 4 numbers from 0 to 9. In 5 grand with $1 in line. Base 4 and back into 2. There'll be lots of cash waiting for you. Choose for Monday to Saturday. Go get your tickets, it's so easy to play. When you play for
Dr. Santiago Orthopedics and Traumatology Center in Capital City, Kingstown, specializing in bone, joints, ligaments, tendons, and muscle health. We offer PRP treatment, which supports wound healing in the joints, epidural treatment for lower back pain, hyaluronic acid treatment for knee pain, and much more. We also do minor surgeries and offer X-ray, physiotherapy, abdominal, joint, and pregnant cast and cast removal services. We are located at the junction of Level Gardens, opposite the Girls Guide headquarters. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and on Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. We also do home visits, and our services are also extended to the Grenadines in Beckway every Saturday at Dr. Lugo's Clinic. Visit, call, or WhatsApp 530-7866 for Dr. Santiago Orthopedics and Traumatology Center, where preventing disease, relieving suffering, and healing the sick is our priority.
What I have said, and you heard my colleague mention it, is that we make a pledge to the young people that by the end of a first term of an NDP government, you would be either in a job or you have the opportunity to enter into a training program that will lead to internships with the public and the private sector to give you an opportunity to get a job, at least on a temporary basis. Right now, the government has a program they call the YES program, which is usually done in the public service.
I hope they come to the claps.
Young people, they're given a job, $650. They can't even pay transportation costs and buy lunch and so forth and that. And very often they go to the offices and they don't have much to do. We say to expand it to the private sector. And government will pay its share and the private sector will pay its half share. And you make it for 1 year at least. Somebody has something to put on the resume. And if you're working in a private entity, you know they will make you work. They will give you real experience. You will have something that you know that you could fall back on, or you could present to a potential employer to get a permanent job. That is why I call this it's a partnership for jobs
we call it
between the state and the public sector, and intended to benefit the young people, so that when they now are confronted with a situation where they can't find a job and they're sitting at home and the grandparents and the parents are getting worried and they're tempted to do unsavory things in order to make ends meet. Now we have a structure within government who says it is my responsibility as well to assist you to find your way, not just in school, but also in the world of work. That does not exist now in St. Vincent and and we will create that.
Well, even less people clap at the end. Someone like 3, but I guess by the time people walk out, I don't know.
I know some of you wouldn't believe me, but if a lie asked me good friend Mackie, it was a big lie.
That's a good friend, G. Fry.
And to see who they will crown as lion champion. Liars from all parts of the West Indies. Big shot liars from all them foreign countries. From a feel about 1,000 or so entry. In 2 days, he boiled down and leave just 3. I had me eye on liar the lion. Because I know he does come with some good ones. But they had a younger fella named Debo. Come from some village there in Tobago. He say his father is Tobago's best fisherman. Catch a fish a mile wide, 80 feet in span. He had to tight on the boat and swim back to land to get his brother Eric to give him a hand. You hear lie? That is lie. Lie? You hear lie?
Godwin Friday say if you tell a lie in Canada, you go into. Boy.
Why, sir?
Oh Lord.
Check it out.
I tell you, what is the purpose of lying though? What? No, that was Darky. That was me. That was Denny. That was all Denny. That tune. That was all Denny. What is the purpose of lying like that, though? I mean, I remember the referendum of 2009, and the way they went all out with their misinformation, and maybe the fact that their lies were able to take root in some Vincentians' head and cause them to vote against a constitution, a proposed constitution, that even their own members acknowledged was better than the existing one, must have encouraged them and say, well, boy, if it worked, then we on to something. Let me just lie. Let me just lie. Let me just deceive. Let me just lie. Let me just misinform, bold-facedly. Tell lies that we know are lies, that everybody knows a lie, but just tell it and tell it convincingly. Repeat it, and it go work. And that has been the modus operandi forever. Since then, they came 2010 with the election, they lost. They came 2015 with the election, they lost. They came 2020 with, they lost. And that is the frustration why you hear people like Stephen Joachim and others saying, look, you keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. In other words, guys, the lying isn't working. Try something different. How about developing a real narrative, development narrative that Vincentians can look at and say, yes, I see where you're going with that. Your development narrative, or rather, put another way, your narrative cannot be the same narrative of 15 years ago. Tell lie, demonize Ralph, and say nothing going on in St. Vincent and Grenadines. I listened to, I'm scrolling to Facebook on Saturday night, was it? Yes, Saturday night. And there's a meeting somewhere in South Central Wynwood. And good friend of mine, Igal Adams. When I say good friend, as you know, I grew up Seventh-day Adventist, and Brother Igal in the church, long-standing evangelist. So you know Igal.
Yeah, but
you know, I hear Igal talk some rubbish.
Igal. Which one?
Igal Adams.
Igal?
Denny?
Denny.
Denny.
Hello.
Let me one like Margaret. Denny.
Yeah.
Denny. Let me one like our man Margaret. Oh my Lord. Igal said when he was driving up, the place was dead. That should be state of the economy, but under the NDP, there was life and business was booming. I'm like, Igal, which period are you talking about exactly though? When? But I guess Igal has decided that he just went to jump on the train and just talk the same way like everybody else. You don't have to substantiate it, just talk it. It's sound good, you get clap, and so on. This guy just say anything. anything. Never before in the history of this country have young people been exposed to the types of opportunities, education, training, and so forth, jobs, positions, like under this ULP. Never before. The way young people are excelling, the way young people are given the opportunity to lead, to manage, to impact and affect policy. Go around the public service. Risa Noel McBarnett. I show me and she about the same age. I must see old and she. Angie Jackson Williams. I old and Angie. Mickelborg. About the same age. Luan Thomas. Luan Thomas and I taught at Carpan together. I don't know she age and I ain't gonna ask Luan how old she be. But young woman, look at our young people. And oh, by the way, those are 4 PSs I call it. That's I call them 4 PSs. Who would be wrong about? Well, I know Olan Angela, I know Olan Risa. 2 of them can tell me them more like me. I know Olan, 2 of them. Look at young people. Senator Brown, Senator Peters, Senator Bob, Director Bala, Minister Brewster are all on all them. Young people. I warn you. Listen, even when NDP started, when they won in 1984, John Hahn, Alpian Allen. No, it wasn't Alpian Allen in 84. In 84, it was Olin Denny. Right? Alpian came 89. But all these were head teachers, Head teachers. Monty. Olan Cruikshank. Olan.
Jerry Scott.
These were not young men, you know. These were not young men. Who was the youngest candidate they ever brought? Maybe Patel. And Patel was in 2001. When was Patel? No, 2001, yes, because Alvin Allen ran in 1998. So maybe Patel was the youngest candidate they ever brought back in I don't know, I can't remember. I can't remember. But there was never an investment in youth. Can't remember they bringing a candidate in the early 30s. Can't remember. Maybe they did. I just can't remember. Now they're trying a thing. So they are Chevron, who's probably younger than I am.
Fitz.
I'm talking about young people.
Fitz.
Chevron.
Fitz.
I think Chieftain Noel is younger than I am.
Can I put in a picture of Fitz?
Who have Fitz? Chevron have Fitz? I don't know her health record. I'm sorry. If you're trying to tell me something.
Former national goalkeeper.
Huh? I hear. I don't know. I never see. He bought the paper. I never see he bought paper. But I nearly 60. I close to 60. I done 60.
Well, that's youth in the NDP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No. Let me get a good example. Bernard Wiley.
Come on.
Bernard Wiley. That had to be youth. to bring it in now to replace Scott is more he. I mean, there has never been, the NDP has never been interested in promoting youth, in supporting youth, in investing in youth. Never. And when this government proposed and introduced policy in the parliament that would benefit youth, the NDP opposed them. Education revolution. Disadvantaged student loans. All of those things were things. Even when you made a student loan company, as a matter of fact, the NDP continues, and you all need to listen to this, The NDP continues to talk about the fact that using funds, because the NIS used to be a part of the student loan program and so on and so on. They consider that a misuse and a mismanagement of the fund by using it to invest in people who paying back their loans. Could you imagine that? I don't know if the young people of St. Vincent is listening, I don't know if they're listening and they're paying attention. But the NDP's position regarding young people, youth and youth development has been crystal clear. They will blarney the youth. Ever the word blarney? They go mama guy the young people. But there's never really been any genuine interest in fostering youth development, youth leadership, youth growth under the NDP. That is the first time our country seeing that these days under this government. First time. Somebody out there? Because they're expecting a visitor.
Yeah, it looks like you're a visitor.
Yeah, my visitor.
Yeah, me.
Eh? So don't come tell me, boy, you making pledge with youth. Because that's just another mama guy. Or papa guy, whichever parent it is you prefer. Yeah. That's just another messing with the mind of the youth of this country. Because you really have no plans for them. And I will make it my business to come right here and point out to the young people and to the old people and to anybody who is willing to listen. Anybody willing to listen. I'll point it to them. The inconsistencies, the lies, the misinformation, and the emptiness of the plan and the strategy of the NDP to try and simply get votes when the next election comes. And I don't want you to be ignorant. The Bible had text like that, I think it's somewhere in Colossians. It's Colossians, boy. Say be not. How you think, boy?
I'm just trying to get the NDP's 2020 manifesto online. It says read our virtual manifesto, and then there's a big, like, my hand. Access denied.
Denny, keep yourself quiet this one. I don't know which sentiment wake up and we have to drink.
This is one time.
Okay.
I'll allow this meme.
Okay. Talk.
Talk. Access denied.
Oh, I wish that I want to find the text. And just last night, it was ready now. Just last night it was read. Hold on. How come Jill and Gemma independent up for remind me? Ye be not. Here we go, boy. Here we go. Help me out, the Jill, Gemma, Mama. The text that was read last night. I think it's Colossians. But the apostle was saying, I don't want you to be ignorant concerning these things. We may not all sleep. It's talking about death and resurrection and so on. And the apostle was clearing the air. And he cleared the air and was saying, at the end of it, he said, comfort one another with these sayings. I'm disappointed that Miss Marshall didn't log on this morning for giving me the text or Jilla or Gemma. He helped pulling me out this morning. And our job here is exactly that. We do not want you, Vincentians, to be ignorant concerning these things. We do not want you to fall prey to lies and misinformation. So we come here every morning to tell you that the YES program is a one-year internship program where Vincentian young people just out of school are able to get a stint at an institution, government or private sector, close to where they live. That's the practicality of the YES program, so that transportation isn't a big issue. Transportation is not a big issue because they're registering you close to where you live. And so you get to and from the area quickly and easily. Yeah. It's a one-year program. You get a stipend. You are attached either to a government institution or a private sector institution. And what the government pays you, the private sector sometimes, most times, top it up. Top it up. The SET program is designed for people with post-secondary education. Again, it's a one-year program. You're attached to various institutions. You get the training for 1 year. You get a little bit more money than the YES program. Excuse me. The on-site program is another program. But this one is specifically for the private sector. You're attached, skills training, and so forth. But keep in mind also, Vincentians, and those of you in the diaspora who listen to the rubbish and get fooled, keep in mind also that this program, that the nursing program at the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Community College Division of Nursing Education, which will soon become the Faculty of Health Sciences, is a paid program. And so while you're going to school to study to be a nurse, you're getting paid a stipend as well of $1,000 a month. Nobody else doing that. Nobody else doing that. Nobody else doing that. So he feels that he's trying to pick the lowest hanging fruit, the YES program. YES program, YES program, YES program. In his mind, that's the lowest hanging fruit. So he's attacking what he considers to be the lowest hanging fruit. He ain't saying nothing about SET. He ain't saying nothing about on-site. He's not talking about the fact that nurses get paid while going to school for 3 years. Why is that? Maybe he ain't talked to nobody granny yet who go in nursing school. So I don't know. Maybe he doesn't know about the nursing program. Maybe he doesn't know that there's a nursing program like that where we're training nurses. And we're training many more nurses than they trained. We do not have a shortage of nurses here. As a matter of fact, we are actively encouraging migration with our nurses. So we have programs in partnership with the UK and so forth. Barbados, Trinidad. Nurses go work in different areas. No mention about that. Our arrangement with the US Navy, with the UK Navy, that was done through our foreign ministry with Senior Lewis in the UK and Sir Louis Straker as foreign minister. No talk about that. This is the government. This is the government. This is the government that is creating opportunities for young people. And young people, It have a man who been say, what? Five in a row, nothing to show. But that individual has, in a moment of dumbness, decided to ignore his own advice. You know what he had said a few years ago, Denny? Don't drop the bone and go for the shadow. You remember that?
Yes.
Well, that idiot boy let go the bone. And then he would soon realize that what he was seeing that looked bigger was your own shadow. Young people, in the movie, what's the name of the movie, boy? Jerry Maguire. He asked the agent, he said, show me the beef. Where's the beef? Show me the beef. The ULP has been delivering beef for 22 and a half, almost 23 years. It's up to all you. If all you want to drop that. It's 9:05.
Wrap it up. Thank you ever so much. And God's willing, tomorrow morning we'll be back with another edition.
So you can go with the Sule? Please and thanks. Please, beg him.
I did line up, but yeah, that's easy.
No, he. Listen, the war walk about me more slap me. Eh? Like no he. Let me proud. Listen, this is time for us to be proud. Now we're flinging rubbish and dung. Eh? Let me proud, man.
Enough to be proud of. Have yourself a good one. Keep it locked in.
This beautiful nation and the pillars it's on, built on a foundation that's firm and strong. Ancestral heritage of courage, pride, and bravery. Gaibona struggle to the last to prevent slavery. Chatouye, fight with them. Chatouye, give them plenty problem. Our sovereignty, our dignity, our honor, we defend, protect.